Hello, hello, you crazy guys and gals out there. This is another Florida Man ranked Dominaria draft. This set has not been super kind to me. Last draft I played that I didn't record, I did go 6-3, but the other two before that I went 2-3 each. So let's try to improve upon that record just a bit. And what do we have here? Territorial Allosaurus. So it's a 5/5 for 4, which is pretty damn sweet. And then kicker if you play 3, so a total 7. Um, it fights another target creature, so it's a nice 5/5 plus removal. So that is pretty nice. I think it's definitely worth the pickup here. Other notable cards, Tetsuko. You can make a nice build around deck and just make a bunch of unblockable creatures. Eviscerate is obviously a solid removal card, and then everything else is kind of, below those. Maybe Deep Freeze is scratching the surface. But let's start with Territorial Allosaurus and see where we end up. All right. So here are some notable pickups. Squee the Immortal is kind of annoying to play against, but really not a strong card. It's just kind of clogs up the ground, gets in the way. It's kind of annoying to deal with, but it's not game changing, I don't think. However, Weight of Memory can be game changing, just massive card advantage in the late game. Sapperling Migration can give you a bunch of tokens to work with, and there's some synergies in this set for sacking tokens or pumping your fungi. I think Weight of Memory is strong enough here to take speculatively over Sapperling Migration. No, maybe green's not open. We don't end up there. Well, seeing this pack, I wish I picked the Sapperling Migration because Spore Crown Thallid is really good. And I think it's the pickup here. We're not seeing really anything super strong in blue. Wild Onslaught can be good, but I'd rather have the Spore Crown, I think. It's a 2/2 with upside versus something that you need creatures out. Let's do that. Here, I will pick up my first Sapperling Migration. Wish it was my second, but alas, where we are. This pack is really not that exciting in any way, shape, or form. We can just pick Llanowar Envoy, 3/2. You can kind of fix at a cost. Not that great. Feral Abomination is kind of hard to deal with. We have really no reason to go into black. We can just pick up Partick Wanderer, which can end up in our deck regardless of what colors we end up. So I might just do that. Historic. Trample isn't much worse than Death Touch. And here we can pick up Memorial to Unity. It's a functional land. I think I like it better than Gift of Growth, and then it kind of keeps us open a little bit more. We can pick up Voldaren Arcanist, which is good with Weight of Memory and Sapperling Migration, but blue-green doesn't really have a lot of synergies for what we're trying to do. So let's just pick Memorial of Unity and see what we find. I think Soul Salvage here is the best card, so I'm going to pick that up and buy back some good creatures. We find them. Here, I think the pick is between Coldwater Snapper and Dark Bargain. Dark Bargain is a nice card advantage spell in black. And so if we go black, we're not really going to miss the weight. Or if we pick up Dark Bargain, we're not really going to miss the Weight of Memory too much at this point. Because it's look at 3 and put 2 of them in your hand. So it's almost as good, and it's an instant, so it's nice. So if you have other instants you can leave up, which we don't right now, but we have like Memorial to Unity we can maybe trigger if we wanted to over Dark Bargain. So I think we can pick that up, see what happens. Here, we don't really have a nice artifact theme going on. I think we just pick up the Dread Sentinel. I don't think it's that great, but I think we're gonna end up in green-black. I don't mind the first Cabal Paladin. We don't have a lot of synergies with it. We'll pick up a Relic Runner. And our second color is still kind of undecided here, but I think our green is pretty solid. Okay, well, we picked us up a pretty damn nice card here. We don't have a lot of historic cards at the moment, but Weatherlight is good even if you don't have a lot of historic cards. It's a 4/5 flyer, you cruise for 3, and it has some random upside of drawing you a card every now and then. So I think I like that over Juggernaut. We're not really looking to play white. Single Paint would be nice too, but Weatherlight is the clear pickup. Ooh. Okay, now this is something that might get us into blue. So you can copy target instant or sorcery spell, which doesn't really help us too much at the moment. All of our instants and sorceries are kind of expensive, so it's unlikely we'll be able to play this. And we have some nice Thallid payoffs here. We have a Thallid Soothsayer, but I think we're going to pick up the second Sapperling Migration first. Sapperling Migration with Spore and Crown Thallid is really great. It can help us brew pretty easily early on if we just want to play it for 2. Wild Onslaught is nice as well, but I think I'd rather just get the second Sapperling Migration here. And I think we're now heavily leaning black-green. Let's get Weight of Memory out of here, Relic out of here, and now we obviously pick up this Untamed Kabu. It's an okay 2-drop if you need to play it, but honestly, for 5 mana, it's a 5/5 Vigilance with Trample, which is a really above rate. So let's go with that. Ooh, more good stuff. Those fungal plots. We don't have a ton of creature cards actually right now, so this gets a little worse. And there's a couple of good contenders in here. Let's look at our curve. So we have 2, 3, 4. We don't really have anything in the 5-drop slot. Caligo Skin Witch is a nice card advantage card. You can play it on 2-drop if you need to get early defense, but obviously it pays dividends later on when you can kick it, make them discard 2 cards. Honestly, I think Deathbloom Thallid is more synergistic in our deck. With Spore Crown Thallid, it's nice. We might need to get some kind of like sack payoff here if we're going to be going this wide, or something that pays off for going wide, but I think it's just a really high rate card that I've been impressed with. We have 2 historic cards right now, so Lingering Phantom could be an option. We can also Nature Spiral, but we already have a Soul Salvage, and most of the things we want to get back are going to be creatures, most likely. We could get back Weatherlight, which is nice, but I don't think it's worth picking it up over, let's say, we don't have a ton of great things to fight with, but I think I like this Ancient Animus. We don't have removal spells yet, so I'm going to pick that up. Not the best removal spell, but it's decent. Thallid Omnivore, on the other hand, is really great for us having all of our Sapperlings. I think maybe instead of a second Dark Bargain, we go Short Sword. We can make our Sapperlings a little bigger. We can make Judge Sentinel a little more of a threat. And it's cheap. It's a historic card. We can find it with Weatherlight. Triggers Cabal, which we might... I don't think we need another 4-drop, so let's just put this in the sideboard. Here, I don't think we need a second Dressed Skeleton. We'll do a Broken Bond. Pick up Llanowar Envoy just in case we want to splash at some point. I will take the first Feral Abomination. We're not trying to ramp too much. There's a Nature Spiral. Okay. So... Knight of Windgrace is pretty damn busted. It's a historic card we can find with Weatherlight, and we have that Llanowar Envoy to maybe help splash it. And I think it's a pickup. We're not giving up too much, and it's a super strong card. We're a little fat on our 4-drops, so that's okay. Ooh, we could have had 2 Naru. That's pretty busted, but I don't think we... Oh man, and a Fight with Fire? Well, Pack 3 would have been good for like a blue-red spells deck, but alas, here we are. So here we could sack 2 creatures, which is a nice to buy back another creature, which is kind of a nice payoff for going so wide, which I think we're going to be. There's also a Fungal Infection, which is a solid combat trick, and we're kind of fat on the 4-drop slot, so I think I'm just going to pick up the first Fungal Infection. Here, okay, Grow to Ashes is perfect. We have some expensive things. Now we're trying to splash. We don't have a lot of removal, which is unfortunate. We're not trying to splash too many colors, so I think we just pick up the second Fungal Infection here. I think we just pick up the first Gift of Growth. Here, none of this is really super appealing. We are splashing white already, but nothing worth splashing. We can run 2 short swords. Might be worth it. We can run a second Llanowar Envoy. I guess that's fine. Returning a historic to our hand isn't too exciting. We can run Memorial to Glory, but we can't even find out if we go to Ashes, so that's not that great. And we need a second white to run it. Corrosive Ooze could be okay, but I don't think we want that 2-drop. Yeah. None of this is gonna be played. Oh my god, why is everything making noises? Relax. Okay, so we're a little removal light, which concerns me. But we have some... I mean, Territorial Allosaurus counts as removal. Ancient Animus is removal. Here, I think we lose maybe 1 or 2 planes. We have 3 white sources between the 2 Llanowar Envoys and the Grota from Ashes. So I think running 4 white sources for 1 splash is solid. And then we can shore up our forests and mountains. I actually think maybe we run... Or forests and swamps. I think maybe we run 9 green sources and 7 swamps, since our green sources to fit, or our fixing sources are green. I think we do this. Not the most exciting deck, but it can maybe do work. Let's see how this goes. We have a few things to find with our Weatherlight now. A couple of artifacts in the short sword and the Wanderer. We go first. We have all 3 colors. We got ramp here. I think we keep this. We have 3 drops if we need to get something else. And we're playing a mythic rival. Let's do it. I just want to memorialize the unity, bro. Whew. All right, this is how it's gonna be, huh? Don't be roping me before playing a land. All right, we did it. Welcome back. Ooh, that's a nice draw. Here, I think we can grow from the ashes, get out Territorial Allosaurus, and not worry about dying, because we can always buy it back with Soul Savage when it can maybe fight later. Or we can just hope to draw into a forest. We are running 9, and then curve from Llanowar Envoy into Territorial Allosaurus and put on the pressure. What are we gonna do? Well, let's attack, see what happens here. I think I just want to get this out there. Let's see. If we don't draw land, I think I'm going to go to Ash and just find a forest. No. Well, that's totally cool. We can still get in with this. We could get in with both an Ancient Animus, but I don't think that's that great. Alright, welcome to the stream. This is game 1 of a ranked Dominaria draft here, and we have ourselves a blue or black green decent stuff deck. We'll go kind of wide with our sapperlings, fungi, thallid stuff. Plus we have some nice cards like Territorial Allosaurus. We have Ariel we're splashing for. And we are against a very slow opponent here. What does this do? Deals 2 damage. X is half your life total rounded up. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. So we want to put on the pressure here. If I had a 3-drop, I think I would fungal infection this to kill this. But we do not. So I think I'll attack with both. I doubt they're not going to block here, but that's fine. Next turn, maybe we could do some damage to them, and then their creature won't be too bad. It is just like a kind of a standard creature here. It doesn't have trample or evasion of any kind. I don't really want to lose their territorial. Okay, that's fine. They don't play removal here. I'm gonna feel pretty decent about what's gonna go down next turn. We got some options. We'll see what they do, obviously. Let us see. Let us see. No! That's okay. They're going to take some damage here for sure. There's nothing that we can do to increase the damage. So they're going to go down to 9. And then it's going to... X is half your life total rounded up. So it's going to be a 5/5. And it's going to deal 5 to them. So they're going to go down to 4. That's pretty bad. So yeah, I think we just swing in with both of these. And then we Cabal Paladin. Oh, it's going to be a 6/6. Why did I... Well, that's even better for us, I think. We just go wide with Saproling Migration and Fungal Infection. We might just be able to get them. I'm not too worried about suiciding things into them. Let's see. Okay, so we got 5 mana to work with here. What do we want to do? We don't want to buy back anything yet. We could spend multiple cards to deal with the 6/6, but I don't think it's that important. Everything's going to grow next turn, which is kind of annoying, so I want to clear their board as much as we can. So I don't think we attack with the... Maybe we just... We can Ancient Animus one of these things dead. Well, we can... They get to sack something, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. So I'm thinking we set up for the kill next turn. These things are going to get bigger, but we're going to be able to go wide. We can put 3 2/2s on the board this turn. I think we get rid of this Stolid Soothsayer here. They're going to get to sacrifice it. They might do it now. No, okay, nice. So we're gonna fight. I'd rather lose the 3/2 than a 4/2 just in case they can pump. Actually, no. Let's fight that. They can always sack it, which I assume they will. Oh no, we got punished for not fighting with one of our bigger things. Okay, so this is going to be a little tougher than anticipated, but not the end of the world. They're down to 5. We could buy back a couple of creatures if we trade some off. I mean, they can attack with everything here. We don't really have a lot of good blocks, unfortunately. And this is 14 damage. We could technically take it off, but I don't really want to. Think it has trample too, so chump blocking isn't really that great. This went from a decent looking situation to a pretty bad one. I think we just take it all. Nothing innately has trample. That's actually kind of nice. That deals 2 damage. We can equip this to, let's see, they can do 3 damage to something. I think making a 3/4 is better than making a 5/3, because then we can eat some things. We're gonna have to chump block the Dread Sentinel, but I think now we just buy back our Allosaurus. And we pass. This is getting a little sketch. Because they can sack things and buy back stuff. I mean, they should just attack with everything, yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. Let's trade here. Jump this, and ugh, this is not looking so good. Okay, not the end of the world here. If we can exile this, we win. Do we even have a card that can exile? I don't think so. Ooh, that's actually nice. Add some chump blockers. One more land would be much better. If we attack with this, they get a 1/1 and a 7/7. Then we could drop a 5/5 and have to chump block it. That's no good. We could play 2 of these. They have removal. We dead this way. If we play this, it's good. But we're one land. Nope. I think we play this. Can't attack with. If they have removal, we die. But is there any reason to switch this over? Yeah, I think we'll leave it here because they can have what's it called? The -2/-2 instant. And then so if we move this over, they could kill it without sacking something. Oh shit, they're gonna take 2 damage here? I mean, if they find removal, they win, but what? The ballsy play. I like it. Okay, so now I think we just go wide here. Play it on Nora. And then we hope they can't add 3 blockers to the board or kill us this turn. Well, they don't have anything that deals 2 damage to the face, it would appear. Or else we'd be dead, I think. Alright. Woo! That was a tough one. One down. Let's keep it going. So if we crap out here, at least I have enough gems to do one more ranked draft before having to re-up. So obviously the goal is to not re-up. But if that was the main goal, I would not even be playing best of 1. I would be playing traditional best of 3. But yeah, that was a good one. That was a pretty mediocre deck we were against, though, and even then it was a close game, so I'm a little skeptical about the power level of our deck here. Let's see what Prince Akara has in store for us. Okay, it's not bad. 3 to 4 to 6. They mulliganed. We have a fixing if we need it. Ancient Amnes can fight something. They must have drew that this turn, or else they would have played it last turn. We can block that, which is nice. I wonder if they have a hyper aggressive deck. They attack with this, we probably won't block. Nice, that's good for us. Okay. I will attack with this. If they have a pump spell, we can Ancient Animus to fight it, and we can play a blocker afterwards, no problem. Okay. Next turn we can drop Immortal to Unity. We know they have a hand of all spells. It's actually not that bad. They're gonna try to erase us? I feel like that's ill-advised. Alright. Get to drop Feral Abomination next turn. And then we can basically Ancient Animus anything reasonable out of them. Yeah, they're pretty handily behind on the race. That's fine. I guess maybe I should have sacked it to that. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We could probably attack without Omnivore and get away with them not blocking, and then that leaves up... Yeah, then that leaves up... Okay, let's do that. If we sack this, they both die. If they have fungal... So if they have fungal infection or whatever the hell it's called, and they play it on this, this becomes a 2-2, this becomes a 2-2, this becomes a 2-2, because then they'll have 2 spells, so they're doing 4 damage. So if we sack this, it's going to be a trade and clear the board. They're going to have a 1-1 left over. But if we Ancient Animus this, and then they play it, we could sack this, and then this becomes a 5-5. No, it doesn't. Actually, yeah, but then this dies. Okay, so I think we're going to do that. Okay, Prince Akara, don't tell me you're a go. How dare you? Oh, they don't have... Okay, well that was interesting. We might do this end of turn because we have our 6th land already. That was very aggro of our opponent, wasn't it? 5-4, that's no problem. Allosaurus looks great. Here we can basically drop Death Bloom and then attack with the Fallet. We can sack both and then keep the Fallet around, which I think is going to be better. I mean, if we just sack this, they trade. But if we sack both, I think Fallet is a better creature than Llanowar. Actually, we don't sack both. We sack this and then the Saproling it creates. We get to gain some life. We have a 3-2 on board still. If we draw a land, Territorial Allosaurus could fight something. And And we got 2 really strong cards in our hand too. So I think we're sitting pretty good against an empty board. That's not too scary. That's really not scary. Whoa, that is aggro as F. We don't need to play that right now. We'll just attack with both of these. And then we'll play out Wanderer. I like the fact that it has trample. I mean, if they have to find a way to remove this and deal an extra 6 damage to us with 2 cards, more power to them. I think if we draw land, Allosaurus is going to guess there. Okay. So they get to do... Wait, is this lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why did it not come back to the battlefield? Did they decline it? I'm confused. Oh, you have to pay 3. That's why. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can't kill us if we block. If we block here, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they could hit us for 2 down to 1. But then this thing's gonna die for sure, and they can't get us with it afterwards. I think that's fine. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. All right. For a split second there, I thought I did the math wrong. I don't know why. Maybe because it's late. All right, 2-0. Let's keep it going. That's why they're getting so aggressive. They were close. I didn't realize you had to pay 3 for the Phoenix. That makes it a lot worse. But I mean, if they could pay 3 for that, they could have paid 2 for the throwing something at me. So it would have been the same outcome. We would have took 10 damage. We would have been down to 1. So we would have lost if they had 1 more mana. They had 2 more mana. We would have been dead. They would have dealt damage and tossed 2 things at our face. Siege Commander or whatever is really, 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 really good. Pretty good. All right. Alonso. Let's do it, Alonso. Oh, this is nice. All 3 colors. I think we drop Saproling Migration into our Spore Crown Thallid. And then we have 3 2/2s on turn 3, which is pretty nice. Hopefully they have a slow start. Ooh, and we have our... Oh my god, what happened there? Okay, what they got here? Yes, nothing great. Nice, and then we can curve into Ariel. This is a pretty nice starting hand here. So if they drop something with 3 toughness, slows us down a little bit, but Ariel might be able to make up for it. Okay, that is not slowing us down. then we go into Untamed Kabu into maybe Pharaoh Abomination. This is a spicy draw here. Again, these people racing, so aggressive. Well, that makes our attack pretty easy if they double block. Actually, Ancient. Okay, so that clears the way. They have 4 damage in air. I think we just actually create a token with Vigilance at the end of our turn. That's fine. They attack with these 2 things, they're dead, so they're not going to do that. Okay, what is the thing to do here? I can attack with everything. They want to eat one of these. Attack with everything. If they throw this in front of here, jump this. Okay. Well, they made that easy for us. That was like the best curve we could have in a game. They had a pretty good curve too, but it helped that we were on the play for sure in that matchup. Alright, 3-0. We're rolling. Our ranking isn't going up at all, but that's okay. I feel like I don't move up at all when I win, and then I lose a match and I drop like 20 spots, so I don't know how you're supposed to move up in that crazy ranking system here. But my goal for the season was to get Mythic Limited, and we did that. So, you know, if we fall out of the top 1,000 or whatever, so be it. If we keep on going 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, it shouldn't happen. It's also hard to play people with higher rank. I don't run into them too often, and so I think you get punished a lot for losing to like a platinum player over losing to like a diamond player or another mythic player. How the cookie crumbles. Also goes through this like search process where it tries to find people I think near your rank, and then it gives up 30 seconds later, and then it goes to like diamond, gives up another 30 seconds, 40 seconds later, and then it's just like fuck it, whatever level is looking for a game right now, we'll just play you against them. So that's a little annoying that the matchmaking time is kind of slow at this point, but it is also 10:15 or so Pacific time. Just Lily. Yeah, this is good. I think we just Sapperling Migration here early on. We can get some damage if they don't have anything. We're far away from kicking it. We have another one to kick at some point. We could always draw a Thallid next turn and then be attacking with 2/2/2s like last game. Or our Thallid Lord, whatever the hell it's called. First strike, so that's kind of a bummer. But we can fly our Death Bloom, pass. Then we have Dark Bargain to find us some action here. Definitely not as good as last hand, but not terrible. Bringing back Deathloom Thallid is not bad. We get a Sapperling out of it. This is an instant, which I just remembered yesterday, I think. I did not realize it was an instant. Makes it much better. That's fine. We'll trade our Death Bloom. Okay. Get in for 1. I don't care. Ooh, okay. So we're going to get our Splash Color and our Thallid Omnivore, which is going to be nice. Okay, now if they don't have removal for this, we can threaten attacking with some pretty big things. If they do have removal, it's got to be not damage based, which, you know, white and black usually don't have that anyway. You have Eviscerate or something. But yeah, see, now we can attack into everything, no problem. This turn. Our Saprolings aren't doing anything anyway. They can gain us some life and give us an attack with this thing. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Or the worst draw, I should say. I might just trade off here if they attack. Double block 1, trade off with the Llanowar Envoy. Okay, so taking 2 damage here. And then we could buy back and get a Deathbloom Thallid back down next turn. Oh, they put this on the bottom. That's interesting. They drew some good stuff then. Or maybe they just need lands. I mean, we could give this +6, bring him down to 3, but I do not think that's worthwhile. Now we bring both these back, and we play our Deathbloom Ballad. And we just put the pressure on here. Now they have to start blocking this if they don't have removal, which I have a feeling they're going to have removal. If they just skip this turn, I'm definitely assuming they have some instant removal here, so I'm going to be much more hesitant to sack things to this. Okay, our rod is kind of annoying. Has Death Touch. And we're running out of lands here. So if we attack with everything... what happens? They trade here, I guess, and then they gain 3 life, and then we kill Alvard, which is not bad. I think we attack with Deathbloom and Thallid Omnivore here, see what happens. They can't just double block this. That's fine. Okay, I'm okay with these trades. They might be able to buy this back, which I'm a little concerned about, but... we're kind of running out of steam here. We need to find one of our stronger creatures. Aha, got them. Now we have good attack with Envoy, I guess, an okay attack. Okay. Is it worth attack with everything? They could eat 2 of these, then we get in for 5. That doesn't seem too great. If we attack with this, they could double block, and then we could kill the Sarah Disciple. Which I think is actually okay, because this thing is kind of annoying for our Saprolings. We could triple block this if they attack. But yeah, we are completely out cards and we only have 4 tokens. So this is not so good. Okay, we can chump block that. That is a great draw. They don't have removal for it. This could take over a game. soon as we see this highlighted, though, we know this is not long for this world. Yep, there it is. Bye-bye. Okay, we'll take 5 here. We can put pressure on him if we draw our Fungus Lord. Because then this thing won't trade for 1. We can get 6 damage in. Now they're being cautious. Okay. Now we're at the point where we might triple block this to trade for it. We'll probably take 1 hit first if they decide to attack, but they're going to get to build up their board. Weatherlight would be really good. Can maybe draw us to our Bardic Wanderer, plus gives us a 3-turn clock. Oh, well, Weatherlight's going to be really good now when we draw it. I think we have to get this off the board. They have some trick here. We're in trouble. But, I mean, if we just take 5, we go down to 11, and then they have a 3-turn clock in the air. We draw Weatherlight now, we can't crew it, I guess, is the problem. But then if we can't crew it, we could just start chump blocking, I guess, with these and leave enough alive to crew it. Oh, well, that's a big problem. They were going to get nice value out of that anyway. Okay, I think we've seen enough. The next turn is going to be absurd. All right. 3 and 1. Yeah, we kind of gassed out there. We had 1 too many cards with low impact, and our higher impact cards just got shooed away. Ooh, number 44. All right. We'll keep on the draw. I think we just drop this out so we hit our land drops. Let's see. Okay, we can't do anything against that, so we'll just do that and pass. They can ramp to some things, which just might be a little bit of a problem for us. We don't have removal. They're not using this, they don't have a 4-drop, or they don't have a land in hand. They have both those things. I think they would just get it out as soon as possible. I don't think there's a point in fungal infection yet. Okay, well, I don't mind drawing a 3-drop there. We could attack into this Llanowar Scout and then fungal infection it if we want to kill it. Okay, well, we have a handful of action, and they might be flooding out a little bit. As long as they don't drop some bomb like Tatiova or something, which they could very well be in these colors for a reason. Let's see. I think I'm going to attack with the Dread Sentinel. If they block here, I get fungal infection. And if they counter the fungal infection, I can still make it indestructible. I mean, that's fine. We don't have to make it indestructible still. They don't lose their Llanowar. Okay. We just gotta be a little patient. We have a lot of card advantage here. They don't have a fast clock in the air or anything at the moment. We'll take the 3. Okay, that's a lot of 1/1s, but that's fine. We can block that with our next play. And here we just pass. Bardic Wanderer is going to look good on this board. Okay, so they don't have any combat tricks, so if they would have attacked with these things, so that's nice to know. They could have a counter up, which would be less than ideal. And because of that reason, I'm going to play Pharaoh Abomination first, because I think I'd rather this get countered than Bardic Wanderer on this board. Okay, yeah, looks like they're flooding. Okay, so this could find them some creature, but we'll know what it is at least. We could make our trades pretty aggressively. We just gotta watch our health at this point. Okay, so I think it's worthwhile. We could always trade here, which is fine. So I think it's worthwhile dark bargaining and try to find an answer to this thing while this can't get countered. Okay, Allosaurus works, and we'll grow from ashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, nice. So we can play the next turn. I think we just grow to ashes here and find our planes. Okay, we're still looking decent. If they have removal for Feral Abomination, it's not the end of the world. Oh, well, they only have a land, so that's nice. So they're going to definitely crack this turn, I think. That's fine. Hopefully they didn't draw a counter. Let's see what creature they find here. Okay, well that's unfortunate, because now we have 2 flyers to deal with. But we can basically try to kill our own territory Allosaurus and buy it back, but we don't have a ton of turns to do this. So let's kick this. We can always also Memorial to Unity to try to find one of our flyers. I think that's what we're gonna do next. Oh man, they're flooding hard. I guess not. We have what, 7, 8 to their 9 mana. Oh well. Now we're in trouble. Not too terrible. We can still kill this. We just have 1 turn now to find something to deal with this. Ugh, this is unfortunate. Okay, this isn't the end of the world. I mean, he's gonna put a lot of pressure on us. Or are we dead? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, never mind. We're dead. Well, that was a bad top deck. Oof. We'll make the proper blocks still. But it's not gonna matter. All right, 3 and 2 it is. Man, I thought we were stabilizing there for a second. All right, next one. Jack Lionheart. It's okay. Not the best hand I've ever seen, but who knows? Maybe they're multi-5 or some shit. Oh. Here we play out the Memorial. Unlikely we're gonna want double fungal infection. I'll play this. I can trade. Which I think I'm okay doing. Nah, I won't. You always leave a fungal infection, and we have Valid Omnivore coming, and this hits harder. Maybe we can attack into a better creature with 2 fungal infections. Yeah, I think the race is going to be on here, so let's get out our Valid Omnivore. This is going to be nice because we can gain some life from these Saprolings if we need to, if we're in a race situation. That is interesting. Let's see what happens here. So they can't... It loses its ability. So then if they... They'll probably just throw this in front of it, and then we can... Yeah, I think they're going to try to eat both these things. I mean, honestly, we could double fungal infection the Merfolk Trickster. Okay, now we're super wide. So if they don't have removal for this, this is going to be a huge problem for them. And if they spend their turn removing this, yeah, they're in trouble. I think we just attack with everything. I mean, honestly, we can make this a 7/7, hit for 13, they're down to 1. Let's do that. Yeah, so now they gotta find 2 blockers. Or removal in the blocker. Even then, they might not have great blocks. Yeah, okay. I always prefer to make them have it as opposed to playing too conservatively. Our rank is just not moving. That's the problem. You lose, you drop some ranks, you win, you don't go up any. It's not like we're fighting for the top like 20 and everyone's super tight and have a million games on it. We're in like 600. I think it would like move the counter a little bit if you win. I don't get the system. Booey. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You guys know about Steam Link? So if you have an interest in playing Magic the Gathering Arena on your phone, your mobile device, you can get the Steam Link beta. And what that allows you to do is basically run Steam games on your desktop from your phone. And then it has a decent interface, and Arena is built in a way that scales pretty nicely to like you have a decently sized mobile phone screen. And so now if you just kind of leave your computer on running and you have a decent internet connection, I'm able to play Magic, I'm able to play Arena from my phone, you know, during like work at lunch or during lunch at work, or like if I'm just killing some time somewhere, get a match in. And it works fairly well. The only annoying thing is if Arena needs to be updated, you can't initiate that process from your phone. But I highly recommend you check out Steam Link. It's a beta. You look it up and just look up how to play Magic the Gathering Arena on your phone. And I think it was made for Android devices for sure. And I think Apple or an iOS version of the app came out fairly recently. I haven't heard if it works well or whatever, but if you have an Android, I can vouch for the Android version. And that's my tip of the day. Now let's beat the crap out of Metal Fatigue, shall we? 3 colors, we got something, a nice 3-drop into Weatherlight that we can crew with. Like a solid hand. I think I'd rather Death Bloom here. I think they're going to be less hesitant to trade if we offer the trade next turn. I think we actually Cabal Paladin. No, we definitely Weatherlight. I forget you can drop something and accrue the same turn. Can I exile this? Let's see. They have something they can do. Okay, well, they're going to take a total of 9 this turn down to 8. And then we have 3 things on board. Okay, we missed. And then we have something we could play. Accrue this, if we find a land, we could do that and use removal. Alright, yeah. Well, that was just kind of a lame match of Magic. But we went up 1 rank. I think the finding the match took longer than the match itself in that instance. We're at 5 wins. We're almost in the black in terms of positive gemage. This deck is going pretty well. Not too bad. I remember how impressed I was with the black-green archetype in this format, and 2 of my 3 solid performing decks in this since Dominaria has come back out as a ranked best of 1 have been black-green, so I'm a fan. I think it has really good removal paired with big creatures. Big creatures or going wide. So the combination of that, you just get their blockers out of the way, or the big blockers out of the way, and then you can kind of push through damage. Seems to be kind of the theme. We're either going wide or going big. Tall, if you will. Also, I feel like my hat is very like black-green themed. It's got a lot of like plants, a black backdrop. Good flavor hat for this stream. All right, double dragon. Let's go. Yep, this is nice. First time we've had Ariel without our splash colors. If they have a couple pieces of removal though, this could be a dangerous hand. We could gas out pretty fast. But if they have a slow start, we could look pretty good. And that actually helps a lot. I'm going to hold on to this Untamed Kabu. I think I'd rather equip this next turn and hold up Gift of Growth and drop this as a 5/5 if we can. But maybe if they're slow, we don't do that. Yeah, I think maybe we don't. So let's equip this. Let's attack here. I think we dropped this Untamed Kabu. Kind of an aggressive play, but I mean, we don't have anything to do next turn. If we don't find land, then we're just kind of wasted having a presence on board, and we have a way to push through some damage or a blocker with our Gift of Growth here. That's actually really nice, but I think would I rather kill this thing or just Saproling Migration? I think I'd rather Saproling Migration here and pass. Actually, we could still attack with Untamed Kabu. I guess we could move that over. So we missed 1 point of damage there. Let's see if that matters. That was a loose play. Let's see, if they play a blocker with just 3 attack, we're in a really good position. We can swing with everything. If they remove this, okay. That's a little unfortunate, but not the end of the world here. We can still be on the aggressive here. Yeah, not much we could do to save our Valid there. Even if we had Gift of Growth for 2 up. So we can attack into that, which is nice. Let's see what they do. They probably won't block. Okay, so they can return their get to Journey Mage back to the battlefield. They cast a historic spell. Oh, are they just gonna exile that or something? I have a feeling they have the 5 cost instant exile target creature, so I might not even crew this next turn. I might just attack with the 2/2. That's a really good... Okay, well now we can attack with this. I mean, they're on a 2-turn clock. If we find a land in the air, I don't think they can race this. I mean, it could get a little hairy. Fungal Infection, though, could be nice if we leave up land. Through this. I don't know why I said we needed to find land. That was a lie. Okay, let's see if we find something in play. Nope. Okay, that's fine. I guess we could have equipped that and then bounced it back, but I'm not too upset about this extra point of damage. I think I'd rather have Gift of Growth up completely, plus a Fungal Infection. Let's see what happens here. If they leave all their land untapped, I'm going to be very hesitant about this Weatherlight. These both have converted mana cost 3 or less, so I'm not too keen on killing it, because if they play a historic spell here. So they're doing 8 damage, potentially. So how do they do 10 damage? They don't know we have lethal in air. They could play a ground blocker. If they do play a ground blocker, what could we do? I think we're going to take it. I think we're trying to win next turn. They have removal for this. We're in a bad position because we're going to have to tap out for these things. They have burn removal. It's not too bad. So I don't know what instant burn removal they could have. I'm thinking they have the white 5-drop instant. But if they just tap out for something here on the ground. Okay, flying is... They might not block. They might not block this, thinking they could kill us next turn. Yeah, let's go for the win. And even if they block this and we just trade here, we can actually still Fungal Infection and not die next turn. That's totally fine. Yeah, actually... If we soul salvage, they're gonna know we have something, but I think that's fine actually. Could use some mana. Actually, we could just play Untamed Kabu as a 2/2, and then we could block this way. And this uses our mana much better. We could drop Spore Crown Valid, have a 2/2 attacker. This can crew this. They have 8 damage on board, so if they could... Maybe we should have, if they had something to put on this, we would have been dead, I guess. If they could do 5 damage to us, they got us. It looks like they might be able to. Okay, we're not dead yet. Now we are. Okay. Well, they had 2 spells. So if we didn't do that next turn, we would have had crew to block them anyway, so I don't think there's a way out of it. Because they could have just put that both on the angel, even if we left our things on the ground to block. And then it would have done 3 damage to us. The angel would have done 4, that's 7. Then they would have done 3 more with the pump spell. And there's nothing we could have done. Maybe fungal infection. But they would be attacking with the 2/2 flyer as well, so that'd be a total of 12 damage. We could bring it down to 11, and we wouldn't have any blockers in air without crewing and tapping out. Maybe if we fungal infection and crewed, we could have survived. But they would have, in response, done the 1 damage to everything, so we couldn't use the token we would have made anyway in the fungal infection. So that was unfortunate that I had double spells, but I'm happy with how that deck went, considering it wasn't the strongest thing. 5 and 3, I'll take it. Got our 650 gems, not too bad. And I'm going to call it a night for streaming and for this recording. So please, 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 please like, subscribe, follow, comment, talk about all the punts I made, talk about, oh, maybe that was a smart play, Florida Man. You got one in there, good for you. And come back next time, check for more content, and follow me at Florida Man at Twitch TV. I appreciate the views, and please don't dislike. If you're gonna dislike my videos, leave a comment saying why you dislike them, and I'll address your concerns. If it's because I'm a shit player, I'll try to play better. If it's because the audio doesn't sound good, I'll fix the audio. Is it because the lighting or the color's off, or because my little frame here is in the way? You know, I can move that around and fix that. Just let me know. Just let me know if something's wrong. That's all I'm saying. I'll catch you all next time. Have a good one.